Superman Man of Tomorrow issue 20 finds Bibbo paying the Daily Planet a visit, wanting them to write a story for him, a story about Superman, and Lois and Clark need to tell the world that he isn't Superman. Clark of course believes him, and Lois wonders why people think he is, so Bibbo says his name got put up on some Superman website, and at first he thought it was just some sort of prank, but then the site was being shared around and suddenly Superman fans were at his restaurant asking for photos but not buying anything. Bibbo says the hardest part about being Superman is the people who come by looking for the hero's help, but he can't do anything for them since he's not Superman. He wants the reporters to tell everyone the truth, otherwise he'll go out of business. Clark doesn't know if that's newsworthy as his super hearing picks up on a military drone malfunctioning nearby, firing 2 of its missiles. He tells Lois to handle Bibbo as he races off to stop the drone, destroying it, but one of the missiles ends up exploding before he can disable it. Speeding after the other missile, Superman grabs it, ripping it open and pulling out the detonator, throwing it high above the city as it explodes. Later, Superman is interviewed by the press, telling the military assured him that it was just a freak malfunction and no one was actually hurt. Cat Grant burst through the media scrum, asking about the hero's secret identity making the rounds online. Superman reassures her and anyone else that he is not Bibbo Bibowski, but Cat wonders about the other 64 names that were submitted. Later, Clark interviews the people the website claim is Superman, finding many of the people have actually been confronted and attacked because they are apparently Superman. That night at the Daily Planet, Lois isn't happy that Cat's article of the identities got 5 times the views her story on the drone attack did. Clark isn't worried about the clicks, saying he keeps Superman's identity secret to prevent people from getting hurt, and the wild guesses on the website are reckless. Lois says that he fell right into their trap though, since Superman addressed the lies, meaning he gave them power, and now it's Superman versus them. Clark wonders who them are. Learning from Lois is the people who feel dejected, angry, or are just plain bored with the world around them, and people who want to be acknowledged. Lois knows that wrong or not, they just got acknowledged by the most powerful guy in the universe. Clark says that he now feels powerless, since what if his enemies take this list seriously? Lois thinks the internet will move on to the next story very soon, but her phone buzzes, revealing that someone compiled all of the personal data of the people on the Superman list, leaking it all and doxing everyone. Clark knows that he has to go and deal with this as Lois gets ready to find out what she can do. As Lois looks over the many comments about her husband, Superman rushes to help people from a burning building, putting it out as Lois contacts him, saying that she found something. She reveals that she was able to trace back the original post to a message board called Cryptanon, which is hosted by Oswald Loomis, the prankster. Clark knows that this was worth Superman's attention after all, but Lois says that maybe it's not, coming up with an idea. Later, Superman confronts Prankster at his apartment. Angered, the villain is spreading lies about him. Oswald says that that's rich coming from someone like him, wanting to know who he really is, knowing that Superman's identity is a big secret, or at least it was. He says that he didn't even know who came up with the idea, but all he did was amplify their voices with his servers, spreading the information around the internet. Superman destroys the man's servers, but Prankster says it's now on the internet, and the internet is forever. Oswald's son suddenly arrives, revealing that he was the one who created the list. Superman is surprised that the villain has a son, learning his friends dared him to post it all and he thought it was only a prank, but then people reacted to it and it grew out of their control. There is a bang on the door and the boy says that he only wanted to annoy Superman. Prankster thinks that Superman has brought the cops to his door, but Superman reveals that it's not the police, it's the people from the list, whom he gave Prankster's address to. Prankster knows that he wouldn't let an unruly mob attack him, and Superman knows he's right, as the hero has Prankster's son help the people he pranked with community service. Later on, Lois and Clark head to Bibbo's food drive, impressed how gracefully the man handled all of this. Bibbo says that he was just thinking about what everyone else kept telling him and he realized they were right. Clark wonders what that was, so Bibbo tells him that if people think about each other and think about helping and not buy into the fear, then anyone can make a difference and anyone can be Superman if they wanted to be. Superman Man of Tomorrow issue 20 was a fantastic little story from Josh Trujillo and Stephen Byrne, which pitted Superman against the internet and pranks that get way out of hand thanks to the internet. This story made a perfect use of both Lois and Clark and their reporting skills here, being they are the ones who kind of crack the case open and discover the prankster's pranksters behind all of this, and the prankster's son is behind all of this. Bibbo being kind of like the inciting incident to all this and having a role in the story was pretty good as well, and it's always fun seeing him getting involved in a story. The overall message of the story about being good to one another and not buying into the fear is one that's rather topical but also quite timeless, and it perfectly encapsulates Superman's character and how anyone can be Superman if they wanted to be. I'm going to give this issue a 10 out of 10.